Hello everyone. This video is going to be very helpful for all the researchers. This video is all about the abstract of your research paper. As you all know that research papers are very important, as you will need a number of research papers for the submission of your thesis work. The impact of the research paper is very much important for your future jobs. Abstract is the face of your research paper, and it's very important to write a proper abstract. So in this video I'm going to tell you how to write a proper abstract, a precise abstract, which should include all the important points required for your publication. uh, with the help of this video I'm going to tell you each and every point which you should keep in your mind when you are writing a research paper, abstract of a research paper. As I have already told you that abstract is the face of your research paper. It is a gist of all your hard work, of all your research work. So it should be very presentable, and it should be enough to give a complete overview of your research work, whatsoever you have done. So the abstract, um, all about abstract, it should be precise. Usually the word count, you have to check the word count limit of the particular journal where you want to send your research paper. Usually it is about 200 to 250 words for the public, for all the journals. Some journals accept 270, 280, even some have the 300 word count limit also. One important point is don't use abbreviations. A lot of uh, uh, this is a very few people will tell you this thing that you need not to use any kind of abbreviations in your research paper. I'm explaining this, or I'm just giving you a very simple example. If it is required to mention the full, just for an example, in the abstract of your research paper, you have to mention RCC. RCC, that is reinforced cement concrete, is a very common term. You can use RCC and everyone is know what is RCC. But still, like you have to mention first reinforced cement concrete. In bracket, you have to write RCC, and then if you have to use this RCC in the next line of the abstract, there you can use RCC. But for the first time, you need to write the full form of RCC, and then in bracket you have to write RCC. This is very important because these are the minor objections which usually arise during the scrutiny of your paper. So please keep in mind that do not use abbreviations. Just write the full form at least for one time in your research paper, in first time in your abstract. As I have already told you that abstract is a summary of your research paper. So the following points you have to incorporate in your abstract. It should have all the following details. The first of all, you have to tell what is the novelty of your work. The novelty is the most important thing of any research paper. What new, what innovative you have done, you have to mention in your abstract. The methods which are being opted for the study, for example, you have used limited state design method or any other kind of method. So you have to mention that you have used this particular method. The secondly, technique used, for example, you have used any kind of optimization technique, you have used gradient method, or you have done artificial neural networking with the back propagation technique. So you have to mention that in the abstract. Which software you have worked on, like you have used Abacus or StatPro or the version of the ETABS or NSYS, whatever it is. Now you have to mention this in your abstract. Coding language used, you have done a research work which has in which you have prepared some kind of software program, so you have to mention a few things about your software program, that this is a particular language, this is the kind of method, this kind of optimization you have done with the help of a software program developed in the language Python or C++ or whatever it is. you have to show the outcomes or the results of your research work in the abstract also. It should be, there should be a qualitative as well as quantitative representation of your results. For example, you have applied uh, the neural networking on something, and this was your percentage saving or this was your percentage effectiveness. So you have to tell it in abstract that this much amount of saving or this was a percentage difference, that you are using this technique and this is that much efficient. You have to tell the qualitative as well as the quantitative outcomes both. For example, the saving are 10% or suppose say 5%. So you have to mention some quantitative outcomes in your abstract, and it's definitely going to help you a lot. Abstract should include all the keywords. Definitely, uh, uh, these are some points which no one is going to tell you. Uh, Abstract, there you have to write certain keywords, 5 to 6 keywords in your research paper, and all of the keywords, you have to mention all the keywords in your abstract. This is a kind of mandatory thing, and usually these kind of objections occurs. Whenever you are writing your abstract, you have to mention all the keywords in your abstract, and everything should be in sync. Like all the lines, they should be in a sync. They should follow a particular pattern. They should be look like they are in sync. Okay. So these few little points which you definitely need to keep in your mind to write a good or a great abstract. Now, the next important thing is see the requirement of the journal you are looking for. See, there are a lot of journals which are related to your research work. So you have to write your abstract. First and foremost, you have to check in which journal you want to publish your research paper. You write an abstract. There are a lot of free services also available on the website of Elsewhere and other publications that you can check your abstract with those free services, that and they are going to tell you in this publication house, like Elsewhere is a very big publication house and it is having a lot of journals. With that checking, you can check your abstract in their service, and they are going to tell you that your abstract is matching this journal requirement. They will also going to tell you the percentage matching of your research work to the journal. For example, they told you that journal of building your research work is suitable for journal of building engineering. It is matching the scope of this journal to 95%, to this 70%, to that 80%. So you can uh, definitely you have to check your abstract with the scope of the journal with the help of free services which are available on the publication houses websites, and then take a decision in which journal you want to send your research paper. Secondly, you have to check the scope of the research paper, and then you have to write your abstract as per the journal requirements. You have to look for the scope, like you want to publish your research paper in this particular journal only. You have pre-decided it. So write your abstract like uh, write your abstract which match the scope of the particular journal. Secondly, as I already told, that check your abstract with the journal beforehand to find the best suitable journal for your research work. One main important thing is check the grammatical mistakes. Don't do any kind of grammatical mistake. Don't do any kind of grammatical mistake in the abstract of your research paper. So these are some important points. These are very small but very important point whenever you are writing your abstract of the research paper. Please keep these points in your mind. Thank you. Do like, share, and subscribe for more such videos. Please let me know if you want me to